Today, we're diving deep into one of the most powerful and influential technology companies in the world, Meta Platforms. Formerly known as Facebook, Meta has transformed from a college dorm room project into a global empire that touches the lives of nearly 4 billion people every single day. We'll explore how Meta makes its money, the scale of its operations, the challenges it faces, and where the company is heading in an AI-driven future. Let's begin. Let's start with the fundamentals. How does Meta actually make money? The answer is surprisingly simple: advertising. In 2024, approximately 98% of Meta's revenue comes from digital advertising. This makes Meta one of the largest advertising platforms in human history. Here's how it works. Meta owns 4 of the most popular social platforms on Earth: Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Threads. Together, these platforms have nearly 4 billion monthly active users. That's more than half of all humans with internet access. Every time you scroll through your Facebook feed, watch a reel on Instagram, or check out a story, Meta is collecting data. What you like, what you comment on, how long you watch videos, what products you search for. All of this creates an incredibly detailed profile of who you are and what you might want to buy. Advertisers love this. Instead of running a generic TV commercial that reaches everyone, they can target their ads with laser precision. Want to reach 25-year-old women in California who are interested in yoga and recently got engaged? Meta can do that. Want to target small business owners in Texas who like fishing? Meta can do that too. This targeting capability is why businesses worldwide spend billions on Meta's platforms. In fact, Meta generated over $130 billion in advertising revenue in 2023, making it the second largest digital advertising company after Google. The pricing model is typically cost per click or cost per impression, meaning advertisers only pay when someone engages with their ad. This makes it attractive for businesses of all sizes, from local coffee shops to global corporations like Nike and Coca-Cola. Let's break down Meta's core assets, what the company calls its family of apps. Facebook remains the flagship. With over 3 billion monthly active users, it's the largest social network ever created. While younger users have migrated to other platforms, Facebook dominates among adults and remains the primary platform for community groups, marketplace transactions, and event planning. Instagram DAZIS is Meta's visual powerhouse. Acquired in 2012 for $1 billion, a price that seemed outrageous at the time, but now looks like the deal of the century. Instagram has become essential for influencer marketing, e-commerce, and brand building. Instagram Reels, the platform's answer to TikTok, has become a massive driver of engagement. WhatsApp is Meta's global messaging juggernaut with over 2 billion users. While it's less popular in the United States, WhatsApp dominates in Europe, Latin America, India, and Africa. The platform is finally being monetized through business messaging features and payment services. Messenger connects to Facebook's ecosystem and serves over 1 billion users, primarily for personal communication. The newest addition is Threads. Meta's Twitter competitor launched in 2023. While still finding its footing, Threads reached 100 million users faster than any app in history. The genius of Meta's strategy is the integration. These platforms share infrastructure, technology, and advertising systems. This creates enormous economies of scale and makes it incredibly difficult for competitors to challenge Meta's dominance. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room: Reality Labs. In 2021, Mark Zuckerberg made a bold, some would say reckless decision. He renamed the company from Facebook to Meta and announced that the company's future was the metaverse: immersive, virtual, and augmented reality experiences. Reality Labs is Meta's division focused on building this future. This includes the Quest VR headsets, Horizon World's virtual platform, and development of augmented reality glasses. Here's the challenge: Reality Labs is bleeding money. In 2023 alone, the division lost over $16 billion. That's not a typo, $16 billion in losses in a single year. Since 2020, Reality Labs has lost more than $50 billion. Critics call this vanity project a disaster. Investors have been frustrated watching profits from the advertising business subsidize massive losses in VR. But Zuckerberg argues this is a necessary investment in the next computing platform. Just as smartphones replaced desktop computers, he believes VR and AR will replace smartphones. Meta wants to own this platform rather than being dependent on Apple's iOS or Google's Android. The Quest 3 headset has received positive reviews and Quest devices dominate the VR market. But VR remains niche. The metaverse vision of people working, socializing, and shopping in virtual worlds hasn't materialized as Zuckerberg predicted. The question remains, is this brilliant long-term thinking or a costly mistake? Only time will tell. In 2023 and 2024, Meta pivoted hard toward artificial intelligence, and this may be the most important shift in the company's history. Meta has developed Llama, its open-source large language model that competes with ChatGPT and Google's Gemini. Unlike competitors, Meta released Llama for free, allowing developers worldwide to build applications using Meta's AI technology. Why give away such valuable technology? Strategy. By making Llama the industry standard, Meta ensures it stays at the forefront of AI development. Plus, Meta integrates AI throughout its products in ways that directly increase revenue. AI improves ad targeting, making campaigns more effective. AI generates content recommendations, keeping users engaged longer. AI creates automated customer service for businesses using WhatsApp. Meta AI, the company's ChatGPT competitor, is now embedded directly into Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Meta has invested over $30 billion in AI infrastructure in 2024 alone, building massive data centers filled with specialized AI chips. This is expensive, but unlike Reality Labs, AI investments directly improve Meta's core advertising business. Zuckerberg has stated that AI is now the company's top priority, even above the metaverse. This pivot has pleased investors and reignited confidence in Meta's future. Despite its success, Meta faces significant challenges. Privacy concerns have plagued the company for years. The Cambridge Analytica scandal, where millions of users' data was harvested without consent, damaged trust. Regulators worldwide have imposed billions in fines for privacy violations. McKissick regulatory pressure is intensifying. The European Union has been particularly aggressive, imposing strict data protection rules and competition requirements. The United States has debated breaking up Meta's monopoly by forcing it to sell Instagram and WhatsApp. Content moderation remains a nightmare. With billions of users posting content in hundreds of languages, preventing misinformation, hate speech, and harmful contents is nearly impossible. Meta faces criticism regardless of its decisions. Either it censors too much or too little, depending on who you ask. Competition has emerged. TikTok's explosive growth, particularly among younger users, threatened Meta's dominance. While Instagram Reels has fought back, TikTok remains formidable. Apple's privacy changes hurt Meta's business. When Apple allowed iPhone users to opt out of tracking, Meta's ad targeting became less effective, costing the company billions in lost revenue. These challenges are serious, but Meta has proven remarkably resilient. The company adapts, fights regulatory battles, and continues growing despite obstacles. Let's talk numbers. Meta is extraordinarily profitable. In 2023, Meta generated over $134 billion in revenue, with approximately $39 billion in net income. That's a profit margin of nearly 30%, exceptional for a company of this scale. The stock has been volatile. After hitting all-time highs in 2021, it crashed in 2022 as investors worried about metaverse spending and competition from TikTok. But in 2023 and 2024, the stock recovered dramatically, rewarding investors who stayed patient. Looking forward, Meta's growth strategy focuses on several areas. First, monetizing WhatsApp and Messenger. through business messaging and payment features. These platforms have billions of users but currently generate minimal revenue. Second, expanding in emerging markets, particularly India, Indonesia, and Africa, where internet penetration is growing rapidly. Third, e-commerce integration, making Instagram and Facebook shops more seamless for buying products directly within the apps. Fourth, AI-driven experiences that keep users engaged and make advertising more effective. The advertising market remains strong. As long as businesses need to reach consumers, Meta's platforms will remain valuable. Meta is a fascinating study in corporate evolution. It began as a simple social network for college students and transformed into one of the most powerful companies on Earth. The business model, connecting billions of people and monetizing their attention through advertising, has proven incredibly lucrative. The Reality Lab's gamble on the metaverse remains uncertain, but the pivot to AI shows Meta can adapt when necessary. Critics worry about Meta's influence over public discourse, democracy, and privacy. Supporters argue Meta has connected the world in unprecedented ways and created millions of jobs through its platform ecosystem. Love it or hate it, Meta will shape the digital future. Whether that future includes virtual worlds, AI assistants, or something we haven't yet imagined, Meta has the resources, talents, and determination to be at the center of it. Thank you for your attention. Subscribe for more business documentaries. This is Business Explained.